Our reading today is from Matthew 5:13-16. You are the salt of the earth, but if the salt loses its saltiness, how can it be made salty again? It is no longer good for anything except to be thrown out and trampled underfoot. You are the light of the world. A town built on a hill cannot be hidden. Neither do people light a lamp and put it under a bowl. Instead, they put it on its stand, and it gives light to everyone in the house. In the same way, let your light shine before others, that they may see your good deeds and glorify your Father in heaven. We're going to be focusing again on the Sermon on the Mount for the next few weeks. The teaching of Jesus is so fundamentally important. It's good to spend time thinking about the things that have been passed down to us in this book of Matthew. We're looking today at salt and light. Some of you may watch the Great British Bake Off. I love watching the contestants strive to produce the most delicious tasting and fantastic looking cakes and treats for the judges. But in one episode, one of the contestants accidentally mixed up two of the most crucial ingredients. Instead of sugar, he added a large quantity of salt. Now, there were two consequences to this mistake. Firstly, the cakes didn't rise properly, which wasn't great. But the second, which was disastrous, could be seen in the faces of the judges when they tasted the cakes. They were completely unpalatable. Now, salt is a most effective ingredient, but it does need to be used correctly. Salt, when used as it should be, brings out the natural flavours of the food. It accentuates and brings food to life. It's also a preservative, and it was used in ancient times as an antiseptic and to aid healing. Like many of the metaphors Jesus used to describe spiritual realities, this one is rich with multiple meanings. He wants to get us thinking. So what does the idea of being salt to the world get you thinking about? Allow the Holy Spirit to speak to you through this. Do you need to bring some healing words to someone that you know? Have you been a bit heavy with the saltiness and risked making the idea of faith unpalatable to others? Or perhaps you need to add a bit more salt. Have you become too similar to those around you? Do you need to regain your distinctiveness? There's lots to ponder on there, isn't there? The image of our lives as light is an even more potent metaphor. We have thought a lot about the light of the world during Advent. In the deepest darkness of winter, this image is a great comfort. Jesus in these verses, though, says something quite astonishing. Did you catch it? He said, "You are the light of the world." That one who came to be the light of the world is now telling us that we are that light too. I mean, that's just amazing, isn't it? What a privilege. He's put his light in us. We are now the lamps that light the path for others to find Jesus. So it makes you ask the question, why would we want to hide that away? Well, there's several reasons why that might be the case. For some believers, there's a genuine fear of persecution. We are so blessed to live in a country that, although many do not share our faith, we are free to worship and proclaim Jesus without fear of imprisonment or punishment. Pray for your brothers and sisters in other parts of the world for whom this is a reality. But for us, it's more likely that our fear is of embarrassment or not fitting in. We may feel that others will mock us for what they see as an outdated and unneeded faith. But for everyone that mocks or scorns our faith, there will be others who are hungry to hear the message, in dire need of salt and light,